Hey everyone, so today we are doing something very much unlike anything we've done before. A couple months ago, we got a tip from someone in another state, far away from where we live in Tennessee. Do you want to do the intro with me?
Not really.
Fine, get back to your show.
Hey peeps.
Okay, so anyway, the person in another state emailed me, said that she really wanted to talk to me on the phone. It was urgent. And so I gave her my number. She gave me a call. And she was very emotional. The reading that Jen did that week before we went on our hike had a line that was like, it was something like, "Tell them you saw her face." And everything else kind of made sense in the hike afterwards. I was reviewing the reading and thinking about our hike, and that one line didn't make any sense. Although before the reading, I remember I mentioned to everyone that not every reading is intended for Jen and I, or our hike. Sometimes it's intended for someone else out there, something someone else needs to hear. So what was amazing is this woman told me that that one line, "Tell them you saw her face," jumped out at her, and just, she was kind of overwhelmed because 2 years earlier, not long after Summer had gone missing, she was in a park in the state she lives in. I don't think I can say the state. I'm not going to say the state because I don't know when we can actually share it, what's going to happen after this whole thing. So, in a park in the state she lives in, she was with her daughter's dog, and she saw a very expensive SUV pull up, let out this little girl who went into the park to meet a boy who had just come out of the school, and the boy's either mother, grandmother, or nanny, not sure what she is. The nanny and the boy are Hispanic. Not that that matters, but that's just a piece of information. And don't know who the driver of the SUV is, but this little girl was blonde haired, 5 years old at the time. The Summer Wells case at that time wasn't that well known or out there. It wasn't really international, global phenomenon that it is today. But this woman had been following the case. She heard about this little girl from Tennessee who went missing, and had seen her picture, and this little girl who got dropped off in the park looked like Summer Wells. But you know, this lady was not sure. She couldn't really believe this was happening, and she kept returning and kept seeing the same scenario. A very expensive SUV drops off this little girl with blonde hair, and this woman had slowly became convinced that it could have been Summer Wells. And one day she was sitting on a bench, and this little girl came near her and sort of walking around the park, and then turned away from this woman who was sitting on the bench. So she was facing away from the woman, and the woman said Summer Wells. And this little girl had the kind of reaction, the instinctive reaction a person has when you say their name. She turned around, all the way around 180 degrees, and looked at this woman. When she told me that, that was the one thing that jumped out at me, because usually when there's a sighting, some people think they've seen this little girl, and they're really into the Summer Wells case, and they just, you know, a lot of sightings of little blonde girls have turned out not to be Summer Wells. The fact that she said her name and she had that instinctive reaction is what piqued my interest. And first thing I told her was, "Have you told TBI about this situation?" She said yes, back when it happened 2 years earlier, 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago, because this was at the end of the year that Summer Wells went missing when it first happened. She contacted local authorities. They thought she was trying to report a missing child. They didn't know what she was talking about. They hadn't heard of the Summer Wells case. And for whatever reason, they didn't follow up. They didn't go to the park and help her. They probably didn't believe her. She went home, reported it to the TBI, the whole situation to the TBI. TBI took the tip And at the time, you can just imagine this was 6 months after someone wasn't missing, when they were getting a ton of tips, overloaded with tips. This one never got followed up on as far as she knows. Maybe, I mean, did they go to the park and do some surveillance? Did the TBI work with Florida and, you know, follow up on that lead? I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, just because of the sheer number of tips that were coming through at that time. And so, you know, she never heard back from anyone. And for the next 2 years, this wonderful lady in this state has been just visiting this park and keeping an eye on this child over the years, which is just crazy if you think about it. She's been sitting on this, or she believes she's been sitting on this, which she believes could be where Summer is, and nobody seems to care. So fast forward to today, I told her, you know what, I just reported not long ago a mound to the TBI. They told me they follow up on all tips. They followed up with me the Monday after the weekend that I put in the tip. So, you know, I checked with the guy that I worked with when the TBI contact that I worked with when I had reported that mound that I found, and he said everyone should just report the tips through the TBI tip line. TBI follows up on all tips. And I said, okay, well, there's one coming in from this state. So they had a heads up. She submitted the tip again. This was 2 months ago, maybe a little more now than 2 months ago. And we waited. We didn't want to interfere. We didn't want to do anything. And we wanted to let the TBI get in there, or the FBI, coordinate between states and do what they need to do, you know, to check out if this little girl, who now apparently doesn't have blonde hair anymore, they've dyed it, I think she said auburn or something like that, like a brown color. Waited and waited. We waited through the holidays. We waited into the new year, and nothing. She's not getting any support, no questions. Like when I submitted a tip, they asked me some questions via email. There's some communication. They completely ignored her, didn't even respond. So we decided that we are gonna go down to the state. It's a 10-hour drive for us. Got an inexpensive Airbnb in the area. Got a rental car for a week. If you're curious how ad revenue gets spent, that's a big chunk of it for last month. And we're going to go down there. We are just going to be careful, maybe do some surveillance. I've got a scope that we could even just park and see into the park and just get a glimpse of, could it really be Summer, if we could see her face at all. We may try to, you know, my wife and this lady may spend some time in the park, sort of looking like a runner, or whatever activities are normally done there, and just getting close. Try not to tip anyone off. Try not to alert anyone that we're there, because last thing you do is want to spook people who may have her and have them take her away again if it is her. We're not convinced. We don't know yet. The main reason we want to do this and invest in making a quick trip down here and meeting with this older couple is because they're hurting. This really is bothering them, that they may have the location of Summer. Even if we can go down there and confirm that it's not her, at least we'll have done something good. We'll have set her mind, their minds at ease. And so she doesn't have to be so feeling like the world's on her shoulders, that she knows where Summer is and nobody cares. If we can take that load off of her shoulders and bring some relief to this couple, it's worth it. You know, we'll have done something good. I know it's not a search for Summer in the woods, but it's a remote possibility this could be real, and that could be her. And if it is, we'll have some thinking to do. Have to get the FBI involved, because if the TBI didn't respond, then we've got some problems. But we'll take it one step at a time. We've got 8 hours and 28 minutes left on this trip. I'm gonna turn on the music. Jen obviously is watching one of her favorite shows, Naked and Afraid. I'm gonna try to stay awake, make this long drive, and we'll reconnect in a little bit. That was a stupid ending.
Why?
We're reconnecting a little bit. What is this?
Love connection.
Love. I always have a hard time ending a video. Help me end this section. Okay, we have an 8.
See you on the flip side.
Okay, we'll go with that. See you on the flip side. That's the end. No, that's good. See you on the flip side.
Bye.
Okay, so we have made it to this state, which I can't say what it is. This is gonna be really
Our
hard.
destination.
Are there any clues? Because we have a lot of sleuthers who will figure it out. Okay.
I hope.
We've made it. It was a 9, almost 10-hour drive. Got here really late, crashed at this tiny little Airbnb. It's really cute, actually. It's small. We try to be affordable. Today, we're going to meet this couple, prepare for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. We're going to be doing this surveillance carefully. But we're going to have lunch with them. We're going to talk over things. See how they're feeling, and we're going to talk over our plan, our strategy, how we're going to do this without signaling to anyone that we're there doing anything, which probably means I can't get out of the car because people could recognize me from 10 miles away.
I'm easier to
disguise,
I think.
So today will be interesting. The weather's not great today, but it's going to be beautiful this week. Hopefully the sun's going to be out, so you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
All right, so we're gonna go have lunch with them now, and catch y'all later.
Bye.
TV customers. DirecTV plans to pull WSTV
No, that's a
from its lineup. Decline a view of
So, quick update. We came to the park where she was spotted. It's near an elementary school. This is the weekend, so no one's really here. At least not people who are usually here during the week when she's sighted. So we took a walk into the park with the couple, scoped out the area. We've got a plan set for tomorrow. Jen's gonna basically blend into the park as a runner. The husband is, nobody knows what he looks like or knows who he is because nobody's seen him here at the park. So he's gonna be kind of a biker. He normally is a biker, distance biker. So Jen and him will be exercising, blending in once school lets out, keeping an eye out. The two of us, the woman who spotted her and myself, I will be hiding out in the car because I don't want to be anywhere near the area, too recognizable. And then she is going to be in her car just watching. We're going to wait until we know what the vehicle looks like that drops this little girl off. So we're going to keep an eye out for that alert. Jen and the husband, when she's dropped off, if she's dropped off, hopefully. And then we'll do our best to get the license plate, capture the license plate. Jen will do her best and the husband will do their best to just do their exercising close enough to this little girl that they can get some good evidence for the FBI. And I think that's the best we can do. Plan set. We figured out how we're all going to communicate with a 4-way call, and we're going to do our very best not to get noticed, not to spook anyone, because the last thing we want is her to get taken somewhere else. So, but that's our plan, and we're sticking to it. Tomorrow's going to be interesting.
Wish us luck.
All right, everyone, this is my Clark Kent disguise. Actually, I'm not getting out of the car when we do this. I'm too recognizable. I'm going to do, Jen's reading came extremely fast today. Took like no time, usually she sits there forever, but she came outside, sat in the sun, and it came to her lightning fast. She was done in less than 5 minutes, if that. So her reading for before we do this today: take the road to the fastest route. Sing the song of the angels to guide your way. See smiling faces and open arms. Your way is the truth in the light. Stare in the eye of the beholder when all is in alignment. It is the song of the angels you hear. The road to enlightenment is ahead. Listen to your heart sing its song. Fight the good fight, go down in the path of the light. It is the good way today. All right, we're gonna do this one. We are waiting until we have another 45 minutes or so before we take off for the park. Happens to be right after school lets out that they arrive, so we are waiting for about 45 minutes to an hour before that so Jen can do her run, look authentic. You know, she'll be finishing a run when school lets out. Try to identify this child. If it's her, it will be a miracle today. It'll be a beautiful day. Trying to be, you know, not hold our hopes up too high because there's a lot of sightings that happen, and the very worst cases we help this couple identify that it isn't summer and put their mind at ease. But we're gonna do our best today and see what happens.
Okay.
Black cat.
So this seems to be working well. I've got my earbuds in. Do you want me to call Jen just to do the four-way call?
Yeah,
Yeah, that works.
of course.
Okay, I can do that. Hold on.
Perfect place. I was thinking of parking there.
All right, so we are at the park. Jen is doing her run. The other man we're with is riding his bike over now. People are pulling in and we're waiting. See Jen running, so I can actually see the roadway. Once she comes to the park, it's just a matter of seeing where they go and Jen getting in the right spot or our biker friend getting in the right spot. And then confirming that it's her or not. I got a new Insta 360 on me that I can tap to record, so if we do have to call the police, I will probably capture that to confirm that they check it out and see that it is her. So right now it's just a waiting game. Okay, can't talk because he's near someone, but he's in there. Jen, there's a girl, or both of you, there's a girl in a purple shirt that walked from the parking lot without a backpack, and she's kind of playing with, she's running around, jumping around. There's like a picture of, I don't know, colorful picture on her t-shirt. Yeah, she doesn't look old enough, but just I don't know, keep an eye on her. It was interesting, she ran in from the parking lot. Okay, do you see the girl with the purple shirt, no backpack? There's like a colorful picture on it, and if you can't talk, you don't have to. Okay. I don't know if she looks old enough, though. Keep going the way you were going, Jen. Keep going the way you were going. Yeah. Just glance at her face. Let me know what you think, Jen. Without tripping. Just a girl? Okay. So what was it with that girl, Jen? Too old? Too young? Okay. And just didn't look at that. Okay. Alright, where we are now is day one. We saw a few kids who could have been her, but wrong eye color, too old or too young. So we're gonna keep trying. I think we're gonna go visit with this couple today, and tomorrow we'll give it another shot and see if they show up. Success isn't always identifying. Sometimes it's not identifying and just kind of crossing things off the list. So it won't be a fail either way. We'll have at least checked things out down here. So we got one more day. We're gonna try again tomorrow. So today was nothing. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Alright, so this is day 2 of this adventure. Yesterday we reviewed the tapes at this couple's house, and we think we've identified the mother and the boy who this woman believes is with Summer. So we did not see her. The woman we're working with was sitting in the car, and she thought she might have seen someone sitting in the passenger seat with this, as this mother and boy got into their SUV and took off. Couldn't see who it was, so we're hoping that today they actually stay at the park for a little while and we can actually get a eyes on and see Summer Wells there. But today is another attempt. We're going to take the same approach. I'm going to stay in the car. The woman's going to stay in the car. Jen's going to be running, and the other guy we're working with is going to be riding his bike. And they're just going to circle the park and keep an eye out until one of them sees who they can identify as Summer Wells. They saw a number of children in the park that could have been her, but then on closer examination, it's just the features weren't right, the eye color wasn't right. We're ignoring the hair color, obviously, but really everything has to line up to be certain. Her features, her facial features, bone structure, we've studied her picture. All 4 of us have studied her picture countless times, and so the facial structure has to be right on, age has to be correct, for us to be really certain enough to call authorities and ask them to invest time in investigating this. We don't just want to do that, over a suspicion. We want to be certain. So today is day 2. We're going to give this a shot and see what happens. One last thing before we go is today's reading from Jen. So here we go. Oh, this isn't good. The time has come to move on, whether physically or mentally. It's a sad thing to have to do, but it is necessary. Take time to mourn. Take time to feel the love within you. Stay strong and true. As the feather floats in the wind, so does your soul fly. Take a break for healing. Take time to fly. Not so positive today. Alright, let's get going. Got everything? I know, it's a beautiful day. It's definitely a beautiful day. All right, so we are gonna wait for 10 minutes, and then you'll
Start running?
start your run at around 2. Longer run today, probably, huh?
Yeah. If anything good comes out of it, yeah, that's one thing. I'll get my workout in anyway. You know, just gotta stay positive.
Okay, and the parking lot's empty, which is kind of cool. So I can see every single person coming in.
That's true.
Oh, I gotta put my Clark Kent disguise on. Totally unrecognizable now.
Totally. Now I'm gonna take my usual.
There you go.
There.
No,
Totally unrecognizable now.
All right. I'm gonna get set up with my electronics. All right, you ready for this?
I hope so.
Mission totally impossible.
I just wish I hadn't eaten such a big sandwich. It's not digesting fast.
Yeah, I'm still pretty full. Well,
I can't believe I ate the whole thing. And the worst potato salad I've ever had in my life. It sounded like it was going to be so good. Buttermilk, mayo.
And then you took one bite and you were
one bite, I'm like, there's horseradish. One thing I hate, because I ate it before thinking it was coleslaw.
Oh, pure.
Big old bite of it.
Pure.
Just like I did with the wasabi, thinking it was avocado.
Eyes watering.
So,
that was real eyes watering.
if I ever want to make people think my eyes are watering, just take a big old dollop of wasabi.
Oh, that's funny.
No, but that's why I can't eat anything that tastes of those two things, because I had such bad experiences with them.
We have the weirdest conversations when we're doing something really serious.
I think it's our defense mechanism.
Yeah, that is.
We're trying to keep it light so that we don't freaking freak out.
Yeah, it does keep the nerves down.
I'm still feeling weird, so feeling really weird, but it's not the headache. I have a headache.
All right, we are gonna get set up and get started. And our other couple we're working with is coming soon, within half an hour or so.
I know you guys aren't going to see this until after, but wish us luck anyway. I'll just say wish us luck, even though you can't.
If they wish us luck and we're successful, they won't see this for a year, because there will be a trial and all kinds of stuff. So wish us luck at the end when you're seeing this and you already know everything that happened. Anyway.
Bye.
Bye. Never know how to end.
Sounds like there's a lot of kids in the playground area. This might be more promising.
Gym class.
Oh, wow.
They're having a gym class. Okay. Are you there? Yeah, I'm here. I saw a girl that looked promising, but I was able to get closer and noticed that she had brown eyes, but also she just looked too old. Yeah. To be her. So I just want to let you know. What? Today that was? Yeah.
Just now.
Before you guys got here. But that came in a SUV. I think that's a van.
Yeah, they came in the white van that's near the entrance, and there were 3 kids that got out. That's the one, right, Jen?
Yep.
Yeah, the green shorts.
Okay, yeah. I figured that yesterday. Yeah, she was at least 10. So. Okay. It's a nice day today.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I pretty much tracked every person pulling in here, and I didn't see anybody suspicious today, and nobody's pulling in anymore.
Nobody's what?
There's no more cars pulling in, as far as I can see.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it, though.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
be like a perfect day. There's one blonde girl, maybe in the green shirt. Jen, did you take her out?
I think, yeah, she's not in.
Oh,
Are you in the park right now?
yeah.
Maybe you can catch Jen at some point.
She's still running.
Yeah, just
And ask her if she looked at her.
yeah, help her with her phone, or tell her to come to the car and I can help her.
She's kind of the right size and still with blonde hair. Like Aubrey.
When you see Jen, let me know, and I'll try to call her again, and maybe you guys can get her connected.
Okay, she's right here. I see her. She's jogging. You want me to call her?
No,
Yeah,
just
flag her down.
yeah, just flag her down or in her. Just walk up to her or something.
She's coming around now. Maybe I can cross paths, kind of.
Yeah, and then stop with her, and let me know when you do that, and I'll try to call her again. She might have to unlock her phone to actually answer it.
Yeah.
I'm pretending like I'm calling somebody.
You're just two ladies talking. That's okay.
Oh, she's not coming towards me now. She's going to the car.
Yeah, I'm trying to flag her down here.
Okay.
She's by the flagpole. Maybe she's checking somebody out.
She's talking to someone.
Just came. Some little girls just came. Purple pants.
I think to answer your phone,
So freaking frustrated right now.
I'm on speaker. You have to unlock to answer the phone. Are you trying to answer when it's
I didn't
locked?
know that, yeah.
So go ahead
Why
and
didn't I
unlock.
know that?
You that,
I think I'm done running.
okay. Okay, go ahead and call. Go ahead and call.
Yeah, it just immediately ended again.
Really?
Yeah, let me try again.
Try again.
See if you see something happening.
Yeah, I'm looking at her phone.
Yeah,
I'm looking at her phone right now.
calling right now. Yeah, it just ended. I wonder if my phone's confused because it might think there's still a phantom connection or something.
You want to drop us all and reconnect again?
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
So what's the plan? Because I'm so frustrated right now.
I watched every single vehicle come in. There's nobody suspicious.
I even ran harder to catch these kids I thought looked promising, but no.
Yeah,
She
it's
looked more like she was Asian. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah. And I saw some come in here.
I think I've seen every single kid.
Me too. In the park, in this park.
Yeah, and I even, I tried to survey when I was running
Yeah.
over there. I tried to survey.
Unknown caller.
Oh.
Unknown caller.
So now it's on. Put it on speaker. Hit the little speaker button. Okay, so.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to call Ryan now.
And there, now select it. There you go.
Like walk.
Yep. Huh? Huh. Could be. So as I was going out to the park to call it off, Jen was sitting on a bench looking at a child that appeared to look identical to Summer Wells, with his or her head shaved. And I was a bit stunned when Jen pointed her out to me. Jen luckily caught the license plate number, and we're thinking we may actually report it to the authorities.
That's a big step.
I kind of need another opinion. I want to get her opinion. So we're going to get a friend's opinion on whether she thinks it looks like her. The nose dimples, everything looked so much like her. It was like,
No.
to me, it looked 100% match, if I had to guess. So I'm going to go download the video, send it to my friend, and we may end up calling the police today. Okay, so you're supposed to. Everybody hates it when you go before. I'm trying not to do that, but anyway, this was a long week, so I think we've earned the right to
Very
sigh.
long.
We had a good time with the couple who welcomed us and made us feel at home, and helped us investigate. We spent a couple days at the park we wanted to take a look at, that she had said she saw Summer. Spent the 2 days there, as you can see. It was fairly eventful. It was
eventful, especially the second day. It was kind of strange because I've never done anything like that before, and I didn't know how I'd do because of the technology we were using, but I think we all figured it out and did our best.
And you got a couple runs. And
I ran. That was my cover.
That was her cover story.
I was a runner, which I am. So that was easy. But
been a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
Throughout the 2 days we were doing that. We had some promising moments, some not so promising days or moments, and we gathered all the evidence. Some stuff we feel was promising, but we don't want to make any conclusions either way. And we've submitted the evidence to multiple agencies, and we're just waiting on hearing back from all of them on what they found. I think the main reason we came here anyway was, well, two reasons. The best case scenario would have been, obviously we found 100% found Summer alive and well. That would have been a miracle. And best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we give this woman who believes she witnessed something.
Sorry, we just heard something.
Squirrels are jumping around. This woman who witnessed something in this park, at least peace of mind either way. That's really, I think, the biggest reason we came.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we came to find Summer. That's always our goal. But I really wanted to come also just to give this woman some solace and possibly some closure. So I really hope we at least were successful at that. And I think we were. We did. We had a final dinner with them before leaving. They were wonderful. Yeah. It was a good dinner. If anything, we just found a couple of kindred spirits. Yes. Very, very nice people. Yes. And very glad we came down here to Florida. It's been a long week, but it was worth it either way, no matter what comes out of it. We're not 100% sure what's going to come out of it, if anything. Right. But we're just going to wait and see. Now we've done what we came for to the best of our abilities. And before we head home, we're going to try to enjoy ourselves for a day or two. Yeah, relax. And relax, just so we can go home fresh and ready to continue our work. Yep, continue searching. It was a long week. It was a long drive. We've got a long 10-hour drive ahead of us after tomorrow. Thank you all for coming along on this, I don't want to say adventure, this strange journey. But, you know, you never know. That's why we go out there and do things and hope for the best. So thanks for coming along, and we will see you next time. Bye.